You know what they say about stealing? If you can do it, you should. So we Slav stole a very mediocre Arab recipe by mistake and realized we can do some improvements. So improve it with it. How exactly, it doesn't matter because I'm not teaching you lame recipes on this channel. Instead, you can try the improved version right away. It is called Kyopolou, or basically eggplants for people who doesn't like eggplants.
Как така не обичат пътладжани, бе?
Let's check it out. You need some form of peppers, around a kilogram will do the job. 3 big eggplants, again around a kilogram, 1 huge tomato.
И по-големи съм виждала.
Sunflower oil, garlic powder or just fresh crushed garlic, and some salt. Quite a simple set of products if you ask me. After that you enter secret codes for the Slavic sequence for making Kiopoolu. First we prepare our strange vegetable known as aubergine, or the more popular name eggplant. It has nothing to do with eggs though. In order for us to cook it properly, it should be covered so it will be cooked in its own steam. For this purpose, I will wrap it in aluminum foil. By the way, if you have a barbecue, you can roast it there. It will be even better, but we'll stick with the oven today. Wrap it well in the foil. Make some tiny holes with a knife so the steam will be released from there in tiny bits. We don't want an eggplant bomb after all. Add in a baking sheet and bake for around 1 to 2 hours or until soft and cooked. I'll bake it on 200 Celsius or 396 Fahrenheit.
Ма какви са тия мерени единици, бе?
While baking the eggplant, we need to prepare our peppers. I have tiny ones and this means only that I'll spend quite a while to clean them from the seeds. Typically seeds are not a problem, but my personal preference is not to have them in my relish. You can use any peppers by the way, you can even go spicy, but I prefer some sweet green peppers. First, remove the handles, after that make a small cut in the pepper and remove the seeds. It's okay not to keep it whole, we don't need it whole after all. Save the seeds and the handles for the pick.
Гошко трябва да расти за зимата.
And proceed to the next step. Take another baking sheet and spread the peppers all over it. I'll brush them with a little bit of sunflower oil so they will bake better. With that, they're ready to go in the oven. As I don't want to wait for the eggplants to cook, I will cook both of them simultaneously. Put the eggplants on the bottom and the peppers in the middle of the oven. If you have a fan, it won't be a problem for the oven to cook them both evenly at the same time. And guess what? Our peppers are cooked before our eggplant. As it is quite thick, it needs a lot more time. When the peppers develop some nice color and are soft, they're ready. Transfer them to a container with a lid and steam them a little. This will make them easy to peel. After some time, the eggplant is ready too. Add it in the same container and you can prepare the Kiopoolu now or have a choice and prepare it tomorrow. Just make sure to add the container in the fridge for the night. For good Kiopoolu, we need to peel our peppers, and typically good eggplants don't need any peeling, but make sure to take a look at it. If it has a thick skin, peel the eggplant too. The easiest way, as I said, is to steam it while hot, and after that just use your hands to peel. Cut everything into pieces, this will be its last resort. Add the peppers and the eggplants to a food processor, adding half of the tomato at first. This is a nice pink sun tomato, we love this here in the summer and we eat them all the time. Add some salt, add garlic or garlic powder to taste, 30 to 40 milliliters of sunflower oil, close with the lid and process until smooth.
Едно време всичко с ръце мелехме.
This will typically take around 1 or 2 minutes of intense processing. Make sure to give it a taste as it may need something. Mine needed everything. I added more salt, garlic and the other half of the tomato and processed for another minute or 2. Transfer into jars and put in the fridge. It lasts around 2 weeks, but we typically eat it for 2 or 3 days, to be honest. Slav difficulty level 3 out of 5. Well, this is simple, it's quite time consuming to clean all the vegetables, bake them, peel them, after that process and transfer to jars. A lot of things to wash, in the aftermath a lot of effort. But in the end, it's totally worth it. By the way, you can process this with some tahini and chickpeas and you have a very nice hummus variety.
И сега що развали хубавото Kiopoolu?
It gets quite sticky in the fridge, look at it. Typically, we enjoy it with some form of bread. This time I had very dark type of bread, which goes perfectly with the garlicky taste if you ask me. Just put Kiopoolu all over the bread, adding some nice chunks of feta cheese on top and some nice deli meat on the side, and you have the perfect meal. The only thing I would change is to add 2 or 3 more slices of bread, and I'll consider this as a whole meal, not just a snack. This, comrades, is what I call Slav perfection. Let me know in the comments if you like eggplants and if you're going to try them that way. Babushka would be happy to hear. Slav you next time, comrades.